It's that time. Time for everyone's favorite thing in the world, word problems. One of the things we're going to talk about is learning to look at kind of the categories of word problems that you'll see with systems. And these are the three categories that I kind of see and might help you kind of discern what's going on in a problem. The first one are ones involving totals. A lot of times I call these the buying stuff problems. There's also translation problems. It's a translation problem when we see, great, lost space, translation. When we see certain keywords that we'll talk about. And then the last one is one where we have a constant rate, and that usually comes with a flat fee. A constant rate, which usually comes with some sort of flat fee or kind of baseline price. So we're going to start with the totals problems, which obviously, when you look at it, gives you a total. So number one, I went to the store and bought 3 bags of chips and 2 cans of salsa for $15. In these problems, it really helps if you can use the letter that is in the problem. So what are the 2 types of things in my problem? I have bags of chips, which I'm going to use C, and then I have cans of salsa, and I'm going to use S. So I got 3 bags of chips and 2 cans of salsa and spent a total of $15. And I like to think these as money, money, money problems. This is the money I'm spending on 3 bags of chips, the money I'm spending on 2 cans of salsa, and it equals a total of whatever I'm paying at the cash register. In the next problem, once again, I'm shopping. This time I'm buying shirts and pants at the store. So what are the 2 types of things I have? I have shirts, and I'm buying pants. And I bought a total of 7 items. So with the shirts and pants together, I got 7 items. They didn't give me any other sort of numbers, so this one is pretty plain. The next one, children's tickets are $5 and adult tickets are $7. A movie theater made a total of $130. So children's tickets are one thing, so I'm just going to call that C. Adult tickets are my other thing, so I'm going to use A. So $5 times my number of children plus $7 times my number of adult tickets gives me a total of $130. Once again, if we think about units, that's $5, $7 equals $130. Money, money, money. And look, we literally have money in the next problem. I have nickels and dimes in my pocket, and we're assuming that's it. So I have nickels and I have dimes, and then they give me a total of $1.35, which is what? Money. So if I'm talking about money, how much money is a nickel worth? It's worth 5 cents. And then I multiply that by my number of nickels. Plus, how much is a dime? 0.10 times my number of dimes gives me my total amount of money, which is $1.35. So since they don't give me my numbers and we're talking about money, we have to fill in using our brain how much a nickel is and how much a dime is. Those were total problems. Translation problems, as soon as I see these words, sum, difference, twice, less than, which remember is a turnaround word, so we have to reverse the direction, more than, once again, a turnaround word. And anything else that we've talked about before as translating, those are the ones you're going to see the most, though. The cost of one pair of shoes is 5 less than twice the other. As soon as I scan that problem and see those translation words, I go back through and think about translating this. So since I'm buying shoes in this one, I'm just going to call one X and one Y. So the cost of one pair of shoes, I'm going to use X, is a separation word, and here it's just going to mean equals 5 less than twice the other. Okay? Less than turns around what's on the other side of the words less than. So that means the 5 is going to come after the subtraction, and twice the other is going to come first. It doesn't matter whether I use X or Y or A or B, I just did X and Y. We could have written it this way. It could be Y equals 2X minus 5. Literally, it doesn't matter which variables I use. Two angles are supplementary. This requires me to remember something from middle school. Supplementary angles add to 180. And what are the things adding to 180? My two angles. What should we call those? Well, how about X plus Y? The next one, sum. What does sum mean? Adding. What am I adding? Two numbers. What should we call them? X and Y, or A and B, whatever you want. Is, once again, that's meaning equals 20.